Hello guys, Sabi here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, karibu sana. To my returning subscribers, I am so grateful for returning and for supporting me, for liking, for sharing and leaving your comments here. I'm so grateful. So guys, today I'd like to share with you some of the awkward situations and moments that I have ever found myself in, and I'm pretty sure you also are going to relate to them. You know, his life, you can miss such awkward things. So guys, without further ado, let's head straight to the video. So guys, I'm going to begin with an awkward thing that almost made me remain single. Like, it really caused a lot of havoc, a lot of mess, like in my relationship. So I remember guys, I received a message from my boyfriend, like it was a morning text, good morning honey, you know. So I wanted to return back and give a response. So when I was typing good morning, and then I wrote good morning babe, you know, the moment I pressed the send button, you know, it was delivered as good morning babe. And mark you, that was not my boyfriend's name. Can you imagine what that cost me? Can you imagine how many messages I wrote to explain myself? Like, it was so awkward. But that autocorrect thing really messed me and really gave me a hard day, because I kept on explaining myself like it was just a mistake. But my partner was like, no, there is somebody else by the name Ben in my life. But to me, honestly, there wasn't. I've never even dated a Ben in my life. Another awkward thing, tripping and falling in public. My friend, I remember I went to a Safaricom house to purchase a phone. So when I bought a phone, it was a Huawei. Ilikuwa Huawei and makini ilikuwa canvas bado. So outside the shop kulikuwa na kamtaro kalikuwa kanapita covered with a grill kind of thing. I understand by that. So I just purchased a phone and I even put my line in that phone. So as I was walking outside the shop, somebody was calling me, and remember that phone was new. I didn't have any other phone. By the time I was going to buy it, I was only carrying my lines in my bag. So after purchasing it, I inserted my line in. So when I was coming out, somebody called me, my friend. So as I was looking at the phone and I was trying, like, how should I receive this phone? You know, should I just, I don't know, like, as I was thinking on how I am going to receive the call, my friend, I don't know how my leg like got stuck in that grill kind of thing that was covering that sewage that was passing by. Yeah, my friend, nilianguka, kasimu kampya kakanguka huko, mimi nikaanguka hapo. So the suitor who was seated hapo mbele ya shop came and lifted me. sorry. You know, because that scenario attracted so many pastors and people sitting there. You know, they come and, you know, they surround me. Kept feeling so awkward, you know. Again on that, I remember I bought a mutumba shoe, you know. I hate Amutumba so high, very high. So I remember at home, I was like, oh, I'll be very smart today. Everybody's gonna like my shoe, you know. So as I was making my first step, as I was stepping down the stair of our house to go to church with my sisters, my friend, I don't know how I misstepped, you know. And remember how sisters and brothers behave, you know, before they were laughing at me. Awkward of them to do that. Another awkward thing, you know, I remember a cockroach making an appearance in public. I remember I had gone to the market, you know, and I had worn this trench coat that I had kept hanged in my house for a long time. So I decided, you know, let me put it on. So when at the market, my friend, as I was purchasing and buying out things, you know, the cockroach decided that it wanted to see what was happening out there. So it came out, you know, it came out from here, you know, and after, like, I sensed something, you know, and I catching my friend. That was so awkward. And the woman who was there, because I was pretending like this was not mine, he cockroach see as if we own cockroaches. I tell you, my friend, that was so awkward and embarrassing, my friend. I even ate cockroaches from that day. I don't like seeing them. After I see them, I make sure that that cockroach has rested in peace. I don't like that. The awkward thing, imagine being asked a question while in class, you know, and you were not paying attention, like you were so busy on other things. So this is my case. So I remember while on campus, I was on Wi-Fi, like I was on YouTube, like, and I had one earphone on my ear, and the teacher was in class, teaching. He was teaching literature. So as for me, I was very busy, like on Instagram, on YouTube, like checking on all the gossips of the day and checking on all the updates of the day. So I was so busy, you know, and the lecturer was also busy delivering his content, you know. So I don't know how he realized that I was not paying attention. So he asked me a question, like I just had a mention of my name, you know, and I was like, who's calling me? And when I looked at him, he was like, yes, you, Sabina, yes, you. Oh my God, I was caught off guard. So I had to think. I tried to connect the heading on the board and connect to the question that I did not heard, you know, and remember I was not even listening to what he was saying, you know, like I tried and connected things, you know. I was so stupid, like I felt so stupid. I told him traffic jam. I imagine traffic jam with the literature, like, are they even connecting? No. But that was so awkward of me. The class laughed out of me, and from that moment, they began calling me traffic jam. I think it's life. I don't like some of these awkward things. On that note, I remember my sis shared with me, you know, when I shared with her this awkward thing that I've shared here, she shared with me. She told me while in class, the lecturer came to class, and you know, she had a friend of ours whom they could sit together. So on that day, that friend was not in class, so she had transferred. You know, the inter-transfer of campuses and all that, not. Yes. So the lecturer was just there and asking, where's so and so? So my sister, without even giving it a second thought, she shouted, she retired. The whole class, my friend, the whole class was dying with laughter, like, who retires at age 22? Who does that? Who retires at age 21? I remember in class, like doing an exam, like before I continue, who was never attempted or even never cheated in class? Me. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Like, why are you lying? So guys, I remember I tried to cheat. So as I was doing a grammar paper, I saw a question and I was like, no, I can't miss all these 20 marks because I didn't even have the idea of what I was expected to write. So I decided, now that my phone was connected to the school's Wi-Fi, let me try and Google. So my friend, with a lot of confidence and courage, I took out my phone from my trouser and I put it like now assuming this was my examination booklet, the answer booklet. So I placed my phone, assuming this was my phone, I placed it somewhere there. So on the look of 1, 2, 3, nobody was staring at me, so I decided to put on the Wi-Fi. On another check, you need to keep on checking because to avoid being caught. So on the another look of 1, 2, and I saw the lecturer coming, so I took the phone quickly and I placed it somewhere here. So before the lecturer could even come near me, my classmate who was seated behind me called me, Sabi, your torch is on. My friend, I took out my phone, and I was shaking because it was just a matter of being found and being maybe suspended or being that's the end of it. So I took my phone slowly, put off the phone and returned it there. My friend, from that moment, I've never tried to cheat. Imagine being caught, trying to light up, trying to put on your Wi-Fi, but you end up lighting your torch. Another awkward thing, guys. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're being introduced to somebody, or in front of people, or you're trying to go for your first interview? Yes, on my case, my friend, I went for an interview, and I sat down. So I was asked a question, I wanted to communicate in the good English that I could by that time. So I tried to open my mouth to answer that question, my friend. You know what English did to me? English left the group. Imagine that situation. Imagine that embarrassment, and they expected they expected me to answer the question well because I was looking for a chance in to teach English in that school. Now imagine a teacher answering that question. Now imagine being asked, "Are you the new teacher in school?" And then you're like, "Yes, I have." That is not what I said, but imagine that scenario and that situation, the kind of pain and the kind of embarrassment, and the kind of shock that you find yourself in after embarrassing yourself up to that point, And Mikey, my friend, I didn't even come closer to getting a position in that interview. I went home broken. Another awkward situation, my friend. Have you ever gossiped about somebody with somebody else? Like on my case, I was gossiping about somebody, a man we knew was married with my friend, and I was sending my friend the evidence, even with the screenshots and the mention of the names and everything. You know what I did? I screenshot the chat of that man that he had sent to me, and again, even without sending it to my friend to continue with the gossip, I sent it back to that man with my caption. Imagine this fool approaching me, and I know even the wife. My friend, that was so stupid. I tried to delete, but he had seen it. My friend, that was the end of it. Another awkward situation, have you ever found yourself in a situation whereby you gossip about somebody, you hear certain gossip about somebody from another person, then while you're talking to that person that you gossiped about, you mistakenly mention that thing to them, and mark you, they didn't tell you that thing, and it was a secret between the person and the other person, she or he told them. My friend, I remember I did that, we gossiped about a person, this friendship thing, gossiping. So when I was talking to that person, I remember spilling the beans. This mind did that. Too bad, also so awkward. That girl was like, I don't remember telling you this. And I was like, yes, you did. You don't remember mentioning that to me? You were the one who forgot it. I had to stand for myself and defend that other part of mine, because of that she may keep on telling her and then bringing the gossip to me. You understand? I played it cool, being smart here. The awkward thing, returning a wave that ain't yours. I remember I was just standing somewhere on stage, waiting for the bus to come and pick me from school. So as I was there, there were other students behind me, as for me, I was an introvert while at school. So from the other side of the road, I saw somebody waving at me, and I was like, oh, who is this? Who knows me? And then I was like, smiling. My friend. And the person, even after I returned my hand back, the person was still waving and waving. And then, when I turned behind me, I saw a girl again. How and very stupid. It was so only that I can't cut it and chop it off. Another awkward situation. Imagine lying to somebody that you're not around, you're not around at home, and then while you're taking a walk, you bump into them by mistake. My friend, I remember there was a boy who kept on pressuring me, can we meet for coffee? Can we do this and that? And I was like, because I didn't want, I lied to him that I was not around. And some minutes and even hours passed. So as I was there, I decided that I want to get something from the market. So as I walked to the market, guess who I bumped into? That was so awkward. Like even the explanation, like I tried to give out to the person, like another awkward thing. Now imagine this, signing yourself to do a challenge, and then in this challenge you are to be awarded something. I was so silly while in high school. My cousin challenged me to drink a jug full of water in order to give me 50 shillings. But that time I needed that 50 Kenya shillings, so I drank the water. And the rules were, don't spit, don't vomit, just drink it, let it stay in there. I was only expected it, like to take it to the toilet, like I was only to pee. So I took the jug full of water because I was in dire need of that money. After drinking the water, my cousin began chasing after me. Like we ran and ran and ran, and all that running and jumping over stones and everything, like I vomited the water. It took his 50 minutes. It was so awkward and very childish, Another awkward thing, like while in campus, I remember the times I was coming from class, and the times like I was free, I could just walk to the supermarket, walk around, see the prices of things, admire things. Like, oh, I've never done that. Like, we all do that. Like, it's normal. So every time I went to the market, I didn't have the money to buy the things. But I could check on the expensive things, like the sofas, fridges, microwaves, iron, like kettles, the expensive things, And then after that, I could walk out of the supermarket feeling very guilty of being empty-handed, because the stare of each and every person was like, what have you stolen? Like you look like a thief, like and again I could also feel like no, these people are so staring at me so much, and I could also look so suspicious, and until I walked past that supermarket, that was so awkward of me, but again it kept me, like I kept on doing that because I knew those people didn't know me. Those are people who are not from home, so they didn't know me. So like I could just walk in, do some checking of things and stuff, and then come out empty-handed, and it was normal for me. But now imagine a old me going to the supermarket and coming out empty-handed. People would chase after me thinking that I've stolen something and maybe hid it. No. Another awkward thing that I'm pretty sure you all can relate into, these times that you are so mad, and then you are walking past your doorway, like so mad, and walking up and down, then you end up, your cloth. You end up catching a cloth on the handle of the door. And then it slingshots you backwards, so you feel no. It's also very awkward, finding yourself in a situation you are standing somewhere waiting for your friend to finish talking to somebody else that they too know each other, but you're just there standing so foolishly, like they are talking, they're laughing, and even like fifing each other, like they're laughing out loud, and you're like, duh, can you be quick? You're supposed to be leaving, like you're supposed to be going somewhere. It's always so awkward, you're standing there alone, and they're somewhere there, they're so foolishly waiting for them to finish because you don't even have the idea what they're talking about. So stupid and so awkward. So guys, with that awkwardness, I've come to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching this video and all my videos. I appreciate, I'm so grateful. Please leave a comment for me, and Sabi is out. out. Bye bye.